As California goes, that's the focus of tonight's angle. If you want to know where America is headed if we don't turn the tide against Biden's socialist regime, look no further than right here in California. Now, I brought the show here because Americans need to understand where we're headed with the Democrats in charge. For better or worse, the Golden State has always led the way culturally, politically, and, yes, morally. The American dream, in many ways, it began right here in California. Now, it wasn't just the land of sunshine, surfing USA, and beautiful people. But from the gold rush to the tech boom, it was a place that epitomized America's potential and limitless opportunities. But after a decade of Democrats dominating every branch of government here, it's all unraveling. Today's California consists of a tiny sliver of super wealthy people, a growing underclass, and a rapidly shrinking middle class that's fed up and running for the exits. So for all their claims of being progressive, California, though, is among the most regressive states in the country. Over the past decade, 80% of the state's jobs have paid under median wage, half of which are paid less than $40,000, and most are in poorly paid personal services or hospitality jobs. Even at some of the state's most prestigious companies like Google, many lower and even mid-level workers live in mobile home parks. Others sleep in their cars. And thousands upon thousands of people now live on the streets. We're going to take you inside the homelessness crisis swamping this city later on in the show. Now, it's so bad that even Democrat voters may finally be waking up.
Let me work, let me pay my taxes, but provide me with safety and not be accosted by two homeless people within the matter of 15 minutes.
Is this Governor Newsom's fault?
I mean, technically, how can I even answer that? He's the leader. Everything starts from the top, and it goes down.
Well, Democrats should be very worried because their defund the police crusade has led to skyrocketing crime. Those women are feeling it. In L.A., murders are up nearly 24%. Shootings are up almost 38%. Now, in San Francisco, where we were just earlier this week, shootings are up 105% during the first half of this year alone. So police, they're understaffed and outgunned. And at the same time, we've left left-wing DAs to run amok. People like Chesa Boudin in San Francisco and George Gascon here in L.A. Total travesties. They're more focused on letting the criminals walk free than seeing them locked up and off the streets.
The people we're arresting are on probation. They're on the electronic ankle monitoring by the probation department, and it still doesn't deter them from going out and committing these crimes because they know the district attorney won't do anything.
So it's a revolving door of criminality. In,
Absolutely.
Out, 24, 48 hours.
Oftentimes, these people, if they're arrested, will be back out of jail before the police officers are done writing their police report.
Now, it's not just the crime and the homelessness, though. Democrats' policies from lockdowns to high taxes punish small business owners and entrepreneurs as well. And when Governor Gavin Newsom is asked to explain why so many people are leaving for the red states, he just gets dismissive and defensive.
We had better health outcomes in Florida and Texas and better economic outcomes. I'm proud of the fact we actually have a housing policy and homeless policy for the first time in decades. Everybody outside this state is about this state because of our success.
Go back to Plump Jack Winery, my friend. Oh, by the way, and they also literally can't keep the lights on or water running here. Under Newsom, the state saw its first rolling blackout since 2001, thanks in part to insane left-wing climate policies. The state faces a potential supply shortfall of about 2.6 million households, forcing gruesome Newsom to allow industrial facilities to run on diesel generators. That's great for the environment. So much for going green. Things are so desperate here that Newsom's now paying people to cut down on energy use. I kid you not. But it's not billionaires like Oprah Winfrey up in Montecito or Mark Zuckerberg who get hit by the Democrats' growth-killing taxes or Greeniac measures. They don't care about that. They're so rich. It's the middle class that gets hit. California's energy and climate regs are so crippling to working families, especially minorities, they've actually been dubbed the Green Jim Crow. And Larry Elder, the leading Republican in the September 14th recall effort, aims to turn all of this around. What's your first thing you're going to do if you get elected?
To the extent that there are any statewide mandates for mask wearing and for vaccine for state workers, they're going to be repealed. I'm going to declare a public emergency on homelessness. I'm going to declare a public emergency on water.
More from the candidate from his old neighborhood in just a few moments. What we're revealing to you tonight is a cautionary tale. The media is shilling for Newsom and the teachers' unions and big tech bankrolling the war chest. That's happening, but none of that can change the fact, the truth, that California is dying a slow and painful death. But a political backlash is brewing. The people still have the power to turn the tide. Now is the time to throw the leftist bums out. And California can lead the nation once again by sending a powerful message to the political establishment. Push us too far, and we'll push you out. And that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.